We needed that unlawful killing verdict to at least partially offset the not guilty verdicts at the trial.
Everyone burst into tears. We all cried. Yeah, it was definitely like a relief. Like, yes, like we've got something.
His flying was exceptionally bad in several aspects.
I find that Mr. Hill's actions were probably not due to a cognitive impairment.
I am satisfied that it meets the high threshold for the final element of gross negligence manslaughter.
What the coroner actually concluded, applying what lawyers call the civil standard of proof, was that Andy Hill, on the balance of probabilities, and that's the key point, on the balance of probabilities, had committed gross negligence manslaughter. And that's very different from saying that that had been proved beyond reasonable doubt.
It's an extremely unusual situation, I think, to be in, where you have such different conclusions reached by the criminal trial and by a coroner's inquest. But the coroner in this case, she was very careful to say that she's not disputing or arguing in any way. She can't. The verdict of the jury.
I actually think that Andrew Hill is responsible. However, is he responsible to the criminal standard? Well, 12 of his peers have said not, and we have to respect that.
Maurice Abrahams, Richard Smith, Anthony Brightwell, Matthew Grimstone, Matthew Jones.
Unlawful killing, for me, is satisfying. Hill was desperate not to have that as a conclusion.
Daniele Polito, Mark Trussler.
And I'm hoping that that conclusion will also mean that he will never get his pilot's licence back again.
James Mallinson.
I do not wish to see him fly in public airspace ever again. He doesn't deserve that.
Mark Reeves.
All the families are united in feeling that Hill should never fly again.
Jacob Schilt, Dylan Archer.
I still feel very strongly that the CAA and the airshow organisers, flying display director, all of those have ducked under any accountability. I still blame them as well.
That is such a beautiful aeroplane.
Matthew's car apparently was struck from behind, first car to be hit. We're reassured that he would have known nothing about it.
The first armored car was developed in the late 19th century. First used as scouting vehicles, they quickly became a source of protection in modern warfare. Today, private armored vehicles are made for celebrities, CEOs, and government officials. This armored SUV looks like an ordinary car, but it's reinforced with bulletproof steel and has transparent armor windows. A designer integrates armored parts into the original design of the car using a 3D CAD system. A CNC precision laser cutter shapes the armored parts out of a ballistic steel sheet. A mechanic starts by removing the inside covers and liners of the car, stripping it down to the chassis frame. Now the mechanics can install the armor. They weld bulletproof steel sheets to the chassis frame. They reinforce the car floor with blast-absorbent steel sheets and install ballistic armored steel to cover the interior cabin walls. A mechanic now uses an electric grinder to remove the standard steel panels from the door. Armored steel plates designed to fit to the chassis are welded in place. At the end of the process, the vehicle is armored from top to bottom. The armor adds around 2 tons of weight to the vehicle depending on the model. So each vehicle is equipped with an adapted suspension system. Mechanics now reassemble the interior fitting, air conditioning system, and electrical wiring running through the roof. Another worker reattaches the original panels to the armored door frame. They cover the blast-absorbent steel with floor mats. Then they bring in the rear bulkhead door, which is upholstered to match the original interior. This bulletproof door can be used as an emergency escape hatch. It opens horizontally because the door is too heavy for hatch lifts to support. Now they install the windshield. It's made of transparent armored glass. The thickness of the glass depends on the ballistic standard the car needs to meet. A keen observer may see the overlap between the edge of the door frame and the main chassis, or notice the unusual thickness of the windows. But the design of these cars makes them look perfectly normal to most people, even though they are as protected as armored tanks.
Every dish has a story. With each story comes chapters of time, tradition, and rediscovery.
有军味的感觉吗？
这个太好吃了，这个粥。
With each bite, we peel back layers of history and flavor.
所以我是希望把传统的一道菜继续传承下去。
Old Taste Detective, Fridays on the Asian Food Network.
We're all about mixing business with family.
The El Musa's blowing away the competition.
Bigger budgets.
Give them an offer. It expires in 5 minutes.
Bigger stakes.
Things are so unpredictable.
I do not want to lay people off.
Get
stop work notice.
Flipping.
Is there a crocodile in there?
Ready.
You don't vandalize. What is going on? The deck caught on fire.
Bam!
Oh my God.
The Flipping El Musas. Tuesdays on HGTV.
Let's go! Now we go fast.
I could definitely go faster.
Too fast.
Faster with Finnegan, Wednesday nights at 9 on D-Max.
Looking for a slice of paradise? How about some beachside views?
Wow!
Comfy beds.
Really like the bed? Yeah.
Breathtaking spaces.
I love the feel of this room.
Stunning architecture.
Oh wow. Look at this.
Make your wish list come true. As sun, sand, and surf meet your dream home. Mexico Life. Fridays on Travel Channel.
Buried alive, a stunt that has proven fatal to many magicians. But Harry Houdini never let the threat of death scare him off.
I don't think it's an illusion. Everything is very real.
We need something clear, but make sure it holds the weight of the soil. And we need to engineer a way to get out.
His career was a dance with death. But why did Houdini pursue a connection to the afterlife?
He would have liked to have found a path to the other side.
But he quickly grew skeptical of psychics who claimed to channel the dead. And will new evidence reveal Houdini's own death was no accident?
Many people think spiritualists are the ones that killed Harry Houdini.
Harry Houdini, an engineering master of illusion and escape. A visionary whose exploits made him a legend around the world. George Harding is the great-nephew of Houdini. To investigate the mystery of Houdini's life, he'll travel the world, and with the help of a master magician and a special effects wizard, George will explore myths and secrets to reveal the answers to centuries-old questions. How did Harry Houdini fool the world? And did his secrets cost him his life?
Hey guys.
Hey, George, good to see you.
George, welcome back.
See you.